Hi, Happy New Year's. Wow, another video after like 2 years. Well, anyway, today's video is another tutorial and it's going to be about speedy tips and tricks to make your webtoon really fast. If you recognize this fella, he's one of our characters from our comic. He is not a good guy, but we'll use him as an example anyway. So let's just jump right into it. Let's set up your canvas. Once you hit the file, new, this window will pop up and you hit the second tab, which is the Webtoon project settings, which is exactly what you want. You change the settings accordingly. I changed my title according to which chapter I'm doing. Right now is 7 or 8. The width and height depends on how long and you want your parts to be. Mine is it's flexible, but usually I hit this ratio. The width is what's important. As long as it's above 800, you're good. I divide the pages into 6 because we work in 6 parts per chapter, and that's basically it. These are the presets that you could use for frames. We don't really use it for Webtoon. And once you hit that OK, you will be brought into the story editor where most of your pre-production and drafting will happen. Ta-da! And you're done. On to tip number 2, or I guess tip number 1, companion mode. Use the companion mode with your phone and connect it to your story editor in your whatever window you're using for drawing, and you can literally scroll and see how far and how close your bubbles and panels will be. I won't teach you exactly how to do it in this tutorial. I'm just showing you that it's really helpful and speedy. So tip number 2, frame border tool. So now that you have it sketched out and you used the companion mode to see your pacing, you want to reaffirm that your panels are going to be there. Which tool you're going to use? It's the frame border tool. So what does it do? It is a tool that you can see on your left hand side that you can just drag and drop. Well, not exactly drag and drop, I guess. It's more like just give it a go and you'll see what I mean. Essentially, when you do the squares on the canvas, when you draw on it, as you can see, you can layer it like what I'm doing here right now. You can put it on top of each other. You can change the brush settings to make it thin or thick. Here I want to show you that you can even change the brush shape. Not yet, but here you can change the brush shape into whatever you want. Since this is like a funny little panel, I changed it to this star border, or you could change it to anything really. There's like a really cute selection. That's too big. You can, this lace one is cute, so why not try? Wow, look at that. So you see, depending on the mood, you can change the border to anything you want. This could be a comedic border, or it could be something like romance. So what do you use this for? Well, you can see there's a layer in between the frames. It's like a masking tool, like a layer mask thing. When you select the layer below it, you can change the border color as well, like that. In the tool property settings, there's a lot of stuff there you can check out. So I'm going to demonstrate. See, when you draw, your pen won't come out of the panel. So I know you're thinking, why can't I just use a normal square rectangle tool? But if you use that and you draw on it, it's gonna waste a lot of time. Imagine you just erasing the brush outside the border. such a waste of time. So hear me out and give it a go, this frame border tool, and you'll see exactly what I mean. Say you want to do an action scene. You go to your frame border tool and click the cut frame in the middle right here. Guess what it does? Yeah, it splits the frame. You can increase the sizing of the brush horizontally and vertically, and you can do whatever gnarly shape you come up with. Yeah, like this. You can remove the sides of the borders. I'm sure you're creative. You can come up with crazy stuff like this. Beat that. But it's insane because when you draw in this, you can see that it's all connected, but they don't touch the purple part of the layer. So that's the frame border tool. On to the next tip, which is speech bubbles. So here we have a fully colored and rendered panel of the funnies that I just showed you just now. And now what? Oh, we have to add the speech bubbles. So there's about 2 ways to do it. One is the more conventional way, which is using the speech bubble creator on the left. You just create that ellipse tool, and you can change and you put the balloon tail, to show who's speaking. And you can change the color, the how round you want it to be, the color of the white part actually you can change, and the opacity. You can see I'm changing the opacity right there. And there's a lot of things you can change. I recommend you just exploring the tool property section. But I prefer to drag and drop it from the asset store because I kind of like the jaggedness of the not totally round circle. I don't know, I find it cute. I find it more, hand drawn. And you just, put in the balloon tail. It kind of gives a bit of charm, the more jaggedy edges. Is it called jaggedy? Less rounded, I think. So I changed the color of the bubble as well. It's the same way, when you drag and drop the bubbles, the speech bubbles. Some speech bubbles in the asset store are not draggable. Some aren't. Some are. Usually I get the ones that are because, I like to edit a lot of the colors and stuff. Then you add in the text. So this is how I add the text. I just type it right in with a special font. Aren't I? And you just add in the dialogue. So I showed it to you. This is an unformatted text. So you can change it in the tool properties section again. All the settings are there to change the character spacing, alignment, justify tool, everything you need. And usually in Webtoon, we ensure that the text is pretty even, like so, and you have to align it in the middle of the bubble. The rule of thumb is to ensure that each side has an equal margin. And adjust it like so. I think that's pretty even. So you do the same thing in the second bubble. You keep in mind the number of characters you're using, because sometimes if the word is too long, it'll just look weird, and you probably need to change the certain words to fit into the speech bubble. But that's another tutorial. Let me know if you want me to make another tutorial on that, or anything that you want in this video. Again, I'm not really focusing on specific tutorials. This is just to show you how quick you can make your webtoon. And I personally think dragging and dropping bubbles are faster than creating one. So now we're going to go to the next tip, which is tip 4, and my favorite one, the shading hack. So initially I used to shade with a pen, but I've come up with my own way to shade quicker in my last 5 years of doing webtoon, because it was just taking too long. So I made the speed from 3 hours to 30 minutes / 1 hour by using this hack. So look, I selected this special tool called the lasso fill on the left, and I selected the entire image and started shading the character a darker color. In this particular shading, I wanted the backlight to be prominent, so right now I'm removing the shading from the color I picked. As you can see, when there's a light, if you look at the color square at the bottom left of the screen, I'm selecting the checkered gray and white, which means transparent, which means technically I'm erasing the color that's on this multiply layer, and I'm making that into light. That's my lighting. See, this is really fast actually. I think originally this shading that I'm doing right now is about 5 minutes if it's not sped up. Yeah, so you can see I'm removing the color and adding the color. If you look at the bottom left, I keep clicking the color squares. The brown is the shade, so I will add a deeper shade later on to show how dramatic this scene is. And this tool will essentially you will choose what to select, as it works as a lasso, and you technically just select it like normal. I can do a deep dive into this if you want, but just let me know. But that's technically how it looks. Tip 5 is finding layer tool. This is my second favorite tool in the entire CSP. So you see that thing that I just selected? It's called select layer. I did not move it from the default position. What you do is you just select anywhere on your picture and it will auto select. Right now I see that layer down there. See, boom, I selected it and it showed me exactly where that layer is. I deleted it, the stray panel. So in this instant I selected it again, and look, I unsee the things that it was selected by what I selected. And look, you can even exclude things like text or whatever from your selection, so it won't get selected. This is one of the best hacks in CSP. I recommend you to just go ahead and open the app and try it. It's a lifesaver for anyone who's doing webtoon. Well, those are 5 tips, and I am really happy if any of you actually will use it. And if you want me to do a different type of video or to explain any of them in more depth, please let me know. And thank you for watching.